Hi everyone, welcome to this session. I'm so sorry with my some issues. I'm going to bring a seat in front. Right, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, very positive discussion. This is like a very welcome crowd. Right, has anyone heard of BytePlus before? Let's raise your hands. Just to do a very quick introduction of BytePlus. You guys know about volume? Guys, hear me? Alright, let's try. I think most of you guys here have heard of Keynote before. Although you might not heard of BytePlus, I'm pretty sure you know what it's actually under BytePlus umbrella. So everyone is just picked up on social media, and these are things that we do mainly for the PC. But there, now actually doing more based on the business, which is why we are focusing on these enterprise services today, right? Although I'm not too sure about BytePlus, don't worry. I'm sure you're going to know about that today, right? I cannot emphasize again for this much, right? You know, cloud is always the foundation, data is the core, and AI is the future, right? Probably 5 or 10 years down before, many organizations, the adoption of cloud is very low because we don't want to put sensitive data on cloud, right? But you see, 5 years ago, people are moving Office 365 email to cloud. So eventually, I think maybe in 5 or 10 years down the road, you will see that more organizations will be using cloud as a foundation because they want to use the capacity right up the best. Now, data technology is why we always talk about data as a new oil. We want to actually control how we manage the security of the data. We don't want to have any data leakage. We don't want to expose any PII. So that's the reason why cloud foundations and data export is always very high priority. The last thing here is about the AI future, which we're going to talk about the Gen AI later on in terms of what type of AI model we have in BytePlus. Mr. Please. Right, an overview of BytePlus product portfolio. We do cover 4 different aspects. We do have data AI, cloud infra, content technologies, as well as compliance. Right? If you are actually in the FSI, you will be very about how you secure your networking, secure your system, or even if you are using blockchain or AI, how to actually protect your smart contract, even accessing to the cloud infrastructure. I'll talk about this later in the next few steps, so you will have a better picture. Now, in BytePlus, we do offer some regions for customers, especially the data centers, because we know that data sovereignty, data expensive is very crucial. So these are some of the regions that we are actually covering right now. In Southeast Asia, we have Jakarta, we have Jawn, and in recent in the roadmap we have more AZ, to build 3 AZ device region. Right? So that is very crucial if you are actually running some old data warehouse, old data lake, you need to have some the 3 AZs in order to build the bigness in the server. So this is actually essentially our whole global infra map. Okay. Slightly going deeper into the cloud infra. So I think most of the guys here have been using the cloud for the longest time. I'm going to explain what is compute, what is storage, networking. These are the very standard and fundamental infrastructures. But today, what I'm actually going to do is that I want to actually enable you guys what kind of AI solutions we are offering, right? So one thing here is that we have a show again who is actually using some open source DeepSeek. Cool, it's good. It's becoming 40% of you guys. I think you guys are also doing all Java trainings, doing some inference training, right? We also offer this L20. If you look at the top right-hand corner, we do offer L20 for inference engine, and we do offer the H20 GPU instances. So if you want to actually, leverage our SaaS platform, without having the IES set up your own server, you can actually leverage from our own platform as a service. So later on, I'll share with you more details of the model app as a service. Okay. So again, this slide just to emphasize again that we're not just trying to help customers in terms of the data, but at the same time, I think the whole multi-cloud infrastructure is also very essential. It's always the cloud foundation, right? So even today, if you're not using any AI, not using LLM, you will be very concerned about how we improve your production in the AC, especially the business applications, database, storage. Again, I want to emphasize again that no matter what, I think the cloud foundation is the key, it's the base skeleton that you got to build before you even go up to maybe AI or machine learning platform, right? Now, this will be one of the biggest things that we are actually pushing for customers. So, in short, this is called a model service, model as a service, right? So if you look at this, we do offer the voice, language, vision, and DeepSeek. In terms of voice, things like ASR, the GPS, translate, these are all very common AI technologies that many organizations are using. At the same time, in the middle, we have language. So we do build our own, LLM, which is called Skylar. In China, it's called about this basic seat. But in the international, we call it Skylar. So there's Pro version, there's Light version, there's Vision, there's Strong Character, which is the Pro-SC. We do offer Vision. If you are interested in generating some Gen AI, just images, video, we do offer this as a platform, so you don't have to really go off in the market and try some new resources, because we are actually using it massively in our own organizations. Right? Last but not least, many customers approach us, why are we actually putting DeepSeek in the BytePlus model app as a service, right? Because we understand that you guys are very familiar, you have been using DeepSeek for the longest time. So that's the reason why we actually put our V3 as well as the V3 version in our model app. And certainly, with some pros, why customers will choose our DeepSeek or model app as a service against open source. And for that, we actually live offline. Let's take a look at the language. So Skylar Pro and press and play. So when you talk about LLM, there's really lots of use cases, but I'm just going to say these two things. First of all, actually do things like candidate screening scenarios. So of course, it's just not limited to this. You can actually do a lot of things with the Skylar Pro. Essentially, it's just like a DeepSeek LLM, but it's more actually on our own self-developed LLM, right? And on the other hand, we can also do things like sales assistance. So one of the use cases is that we do have customers what they are doing the NOC or maybe some customers in this platform. They always try to talk to customers 24/7. But how they can actually build a lot of effective negotiation, how to actually build a lot of effective communications. So we actually can leverage from this Skylar to really give some scoring. Let's say if I were to explore the communication between me and my customers, I will be able to do some scoring to find to probably in the future what the questions I should allot or should actually implement in the whole conversations. Right? So these are just some of the examples of Skylar Pro. And then I mentioned that the strong character testing. Right? So in terms of use cases, if you are actually playing some games, NPCs, the games, there will be also some social conversations. I happen to meet some customers. They are actually offering the end users some strong character simulation. So let's say if I actually write a code, now download these applications on top of the AI. And this AI is very good in expression. It's very good in role playing. It's as if you're actually leading the world talking in the real world. So this is actually more in terms of the dash strong character, which you can also try out if you want to actually build this on top of your web app.
请看现场，我们刚刚这个好，因为我们家这个这个很高兴。 这3块钱一人格的说一下时间线吧。我进去的时候只是6点30分看到大家1等。
我是外部同学，时间开始11点，我是第一次进去的，但我不记得是几点了。
你紧张什么？
没什么。
单独约定公司，你找我什么事？你和布莱尔家人有关系吗？我不认识什么布莱尔，我说的是他的家人，不要撒谎。好吧，我是为了不认识布莱尔太太。你有充分的理由谋杀布莱尔先生，但是我没有杀害布莱尔先生，我冤枉。逮捕布鲁斯，开除了凶手。
Right. So that's quality of Chinese, strong character simulation. Actually, it's more because of the role playing, right? And the next one I'm going to share about is the vision. Now, I think, even I myself, I use a lot of ChatGPT, I use DeepSeek, and I used to do a lot of things like developing tasks. And I think what is offering today is that we have a platform that can actually compress text-to-speech and including device code. But just imagine today, if you are actually attending a meeting, a marketing event, you want to use your own voice, you probably access to this, or sick or something else, and you could actually generate these, almost a human-like voice tone by yourself and talk to the customers, right? And everything will be actually embedded in the text of the speech. The speech will actually be able to cover the text. I don't think it's even close to speech to speech, to be honest. Yeah, so I think 2 weeks ago, we launched this C-Dream. The name is called C-Dream, and it's basically a text image. Right? There's another version, it's called the C-Dice. C-Dice is actually a text to video, image to video. So if you actually want to do some POC, all of these are actually based on the total consumption. Right? You can actually just give some prompt in terms of the text, and we'll be able to actually use our LLM to generate the videos, able to actually generate the text or even the image for you. And not just on text to images, even image to video. So on this case, if you want to do a 5 seconds or 10 seconds GIF, you can actually put an image. After the one image, give some prompt. Maybe this guy flying in space or something else. Then the LLM will be able to generate this short video for you. This is very good for, let's say, if you want to do some marketing events, etc. Practice. So again, some of the images that we are actually showing you, but you can just test it in the mode, close up, motion blur, soft focus lens. All of these are also supported, if you want to actually. So now you give the correct, accurate prompt, we'll be able to, based on that, generate the outcome for you. Next. Okay, so don't worry, you cannot scan this, but this is one of the Dreamline AI, which is what we do at the back end. You'll be able to just go over there and do some testing in terms of the text-to-speech, image to video, all of this. So don't worry, we're sending this QR code for you so you can have it for some free trial. Right, next. Another part here, BytePlus, we focus is the VR. We understand that customers may have lots of videos. You might have some PDF. You need to actually extract the data, extract the video, do a summary. So we do support this using the Scala LLM. Again, Scala is actually our own self-developed LLM. So by leveraging of this, the LLM will be able to actually summarize the content. The video will trigger, give you some story outline. So these will really massively help you save a lot of time without going through the whole 1 hour, 2 hours video. Right? Just imagine if you didn't attend a very important meeting outside, you can just take someone to record the meeting and put this up into this VLM. You'll be able to generate the summary within 5 minutes without you having going into the video and read the whole the 1 hour recording. Again, I think I mentioned about the modern art as a service. Why are we actually offering the DeepSeek? Because we know that customers are using DeepSeek. We are more comfortable using DeepSeek. So one of the key things here is that we'll be able to give very low NS in terms of the PPOE output total as well as the subsequent token that is actually generating after the first token. Right? So because we do have a very huge global data center traffic, we're able to give a very low latency in terms of the Asia Pacific. Right? So these are some of the, it's a platform, as you can see that this is not so it's a platform where you can use the playground, you don't have to call API. If you want to use the solo, you can also leverage the basic. Otherwise, we do provide API for you to just do a drop API calls. Right? Performance and speed. How do we actually save this? Right? So if you are very concerned about performance and speed, we do have this context cache. It's not for the 3 things, and also it's not for the scenario cache. So just imagine if I'm actually using a chatbot. If you create a chatbot for customers, you don't want the customers to always ask questions again and again, and the historical stuff. So, are you alright? Yeah. So basically, this content cache will be able to help you to save up a lot of the rights, because it is actually just like a CDN. Right? If you're using CDN, so the cache will be actually cached in part, and every time when you try to talk to them, now let's say check the in, you'll be able to get all the memories protected. Another solution that we have is called the high agent. I'm not sure you want to talk about this maybe Magnus or something else, but also with a solution. So if you are going to that, we are actually progressively pushing this to the customers. Just imagine if you want to actually create some workflow, we don't want to have go up to the cloud, create some server, the database, or even integrating with some cloud services. You could essentially use this high agent. It's actually very much like RPA, robotic process automation, integrated to the cloud services. So this is a very low-code driven platform for you to automate many workloads. You don't have to develop your own code. Everything is driven by the pass. Right? So one use case that we have customers is called the BytePlus. They are essentially, serving customers who want to, they want to talk to some NPCs, they want to have some companion. So we actually integrated many different AI within this application. So there's a strong character LLM, there's also a text-to-speech, speech-to-text. There's all in this application. So this is actually one of our customers' use cases. So if you want to have these applications, you should ask them. Another case is called Yahoo search. I'm not sure if anyone knows this, but pretty much it's like being search or Yahoo search, but it's more than this. So for this Yahoo search, we support the text, uploading the text, the photo, the video, etc. Once you upload this, as you can see over here, you can send the results and we'll be able to analyze documents and text during output. So for this, I'm not talking about the case of Lighthouse, but we just check anyone is actually using your own data warehouse or data so it's different to time the data warehouse is running on the platform. So if you are familiar with the Kafka thing, we actually have the equivalent solutions. So it's just a quick. So data ties very closely with the backhouse. It's just like Power BI. So if you want to do some business visualization dashboard, have you Power BI equivalent? This is the one, data right? Right, the last solution that I want to cover is the Suite, which is actually one of the BytePlus solutions. I think even though today we are talking about the cloud, AI, and LLM, it's very essential for you to ensure that how your users, your customers is accessing to the environment, right? So if you know, you mentioned about the SASE, the Zero Trust Network Access, ZTNA. So we do cover all these solutions in one solution. So you'll be able to ensure that, let's say, sorry, wait a video. Yeah, say if I'm actually in organizations and trying to use ChatGPT or DeepSeek, if I would upload some sensitive data, we will be able to block this right immediately. So this is more in terms of the remote access, controlling how the customers is using the application in your environment. Right? So another use case here is that, for instance, if your laptop is breached, the some virus within the laptop will be able to analyze and stop this laptop from accessing to the cloud. So these are some of the security aspects that we help the customers to ensure that you're not just building the application, you're not just building the AI and serve the customers. You have to ensure that security is also taken care of. So that's a few key takeaways. The first one I mentioned about the multi-cloud. The cloud is the foundation. I just want to let you know that no matter what, we have to ensure that the production environment is always secure in terms of the high availability, the scalability, multi-cloud solutions. And the second thing is that if you want to do some model trainings, inference engine trainings, you can actually use our model as a service. You don't have to build any servers. Everything is all as a service. It's all by token consumption. And then the last two things is the house and also the security management. So basically, this is what we want to cover. But if you have anything that you want to know, hopefully you can actually pick up later on. Okay, that's all from me. Feel free to scan this QR code. Once you scan, you'll give some very massive discount on the console. The sound tokens for the drive will generate copies offline and let you try to consume it. Right, thank you so much.